Hello there, people. This is Super Meat Boy with my series Qualified Thoughts on Current Events. This time for the first time with video. And I've got something very interesting to share with you. So 2018 has been a very crazy year overall. Regardless where you stand on the political spectrum, there has been a lot of stuff going on. And now that we are nearing the end of the year, the craziness only seems to accelerate. So in 2018, April to be precise, Sweden introduced a new sexual offense legislation. Basically, it aims at making it easier to charge people with sexual offenses, because apparently that has been a problem so far in Sweden. Well, at least that's what the government tells us. So let's have a look at the bill. So here it reads, consent, the basic requirement of new sexual offense legislation. The government has presented a bill to the Riksdag containing a proposal concerning new sexual offense legislation that is based on consent. Sex must be voluntary. If it is not, then it is illegal. The Swedish Crime Victim Compensation and Support Authority has been tasked with informing young people about the new legislation. Further down we read, the government is also proposing the following: enhancing the protection provided. I'm sorry, I wanted to read this part. The proposal also involves introducing two new offenses: negligent rape and negligent sexual abuse. Both carry a prison sentence of a maximum of 4 years. The negligence aspect focuses on the fact that one of the parties did not participate voluntarily. This means that it will be possible to convict more people of sexual abuse than at present. For example, when somebody should be aware of the risk that the other person is not participating voluntarily, but still engages in a sexual act with that person. So, what does this all mean? Does it mean that people can also revoke their consent during sex? And what it for sure means is that consent must be explicitly asked for. So let's just think that through, how it would look like in real life. Basically, it means that if you want to take somebody home from the bar and you're starting to mingle, well, just take a break there and at best get written consent that the person you're engaging with is actually fine with you doing so. That surely sounds like a lot of fun. So Sweden now wants to spend $1,652,000 over 3 years to educate primarily men that rape basically is a bad thing, and so is sexual abuse. Well, luckily, the government starts to interfere here and is telling people one of the most obvious things everybody knows. So, in light of this all happening, we can see the first fruits of this legislation coming to life. Let me introduce the Get OK app. So the Get OK app basically allows people to predefine on the blockchain what they think is acceptable when having sex. So let's just have a look at this. So here we can see my account, and I've sent a request to this lovely gentleman, Centauri. Let's have a look at the details. I want to see the details. So I've sent him that I'm not okay with kissing. He agreed that that is okay with him. I then told him I want to be repeatedly choked out during intercourse. Well, he refused that point. That's fine by me. And to be extra sure, I sent him another setting, basically, telling him that by accepting the points above, he agrees not to level any allegations of rape towards me. And then he's sent me back boxing the Jesuit. So I can agree to that. I can put that out. And only if all those points have been agreed on, it is basically safe to engage in sex with the new Swedish legislation. That sounds like a lot of fun, doesn't it? So, in my opinion, this is a very, very, very dangerous path to go down. Just imagine apps like this become the norm, which I find absolutely appalling and I would never use it. Well, if you don't use the app as a minority of the community, well, it basically puts you under suspicion that you're a rapist. Well, also, it really kills all the fun of it. It kills all the spontaneity. And it also makes the impression like women are not able or strong enough to say no. Well, you would have to be a very weak person to rather have sex with somebody than to tell him that you don't want to. I can't imagine a scenario where this would ever happen, except maybe for extreme cases like pedophilia. Well, it basically portrays women as weak and not able to voice their opinion on such a basic thing. And yeah, it just is to me clearly another step towards absolute lunacy, and the feminist agenda that the Swedish government is pulling through is very hurtful for all its citizens, I would say. Yeah, so that's it from my side. This has been my qualified thoughts on the current event of rape allegations, legislation in Sweden, which has become a very hot topic recently in the past. Thank you for your attention. Have a great day.